Yeah, looking forward to getting out there this week and playing at home. Night game, homecoming, our second game in 21 days. So for the first time in a while, I think we're in pretty good shape physically. We're as healthy as we've been in a few weeks now. And like I said, having the long stretch here with 2 games in 21 days, I think helps us in that regard. And looking forward to the game. After viewing the Mississippi State game, I thought we did some good things on both sides of the ball, and we gave ourselves some opportunities, and we need to execute. Same thing I've been saying for some time. We need to execute in critical situations, and we need to play smarter as a football team. And again, looking forward to Alabama State, a team that's won 6 games straight and averaging a bunch of points. Very balanced, doing a very good job of offensively of running and throwing and keeping you off balance. Defensively, very aggressive, very well coached, very good team, and excited about the opportunity this week.
First, we have David Pascal at Chattanooga Times Free Press.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Coach, I know that keeping up with the quarterbacks this year in the SEC East has been kind of difficult with the injuries. Yeah. What is your situation? Are they both healthy, or what's your pecking order this week?
Yeah, the first time we've been healthy for a while. Jalen should be ready. He's like most SEC quarterbacks, a little banged up, a little bruised up, and all that, but he should be healthy. The last game, it was his ankle, and this week his ankle seems to be better. He's a little dinged up on his shoulder, but he should be fine, and he took all the reps yesterday on Monday's practice, and or Monday and Tuesday, excuse me, and seems to be ready to go. Max will be ready as well, and also getting some reps with Reese Phillips as well.
Okay, so if Jalen can't go, if Jalen's hobbled going into Saturday, Reese would be number 2 on the depth chart?
Well, I'm not ready to make that decision yet. Maxwell has gotten quite a few reps if you followed us through spring and through summer, of course, in game situations and all that. And right now he's our number 2 on the depth chart. But we have been pushing a little bit with Reese and getting him ready, and there's a chance that he could see some action if Jalen was injured.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. So if Jalen's hurt, it would be Max number 1, and Reese would be 2 on the depth chart.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yep. You got it.
Next is Dwayne Rankin of the Montgomery Advertiser.
Yes, Coach. As far as preparing for Alabama State, how much game film have you got on them in terms of Crowell? Obviously, he was a guy that played in the SEC. What jumps out about him?
Yeah, I remember Isaiah when he was coming out of high school, and of course, I was at Florida State at the time, and he was on campus, and we were actively recruiting him, and I remember him very well, just being such a great player out of high school, and it's fun to see him now and him progressing and how good of a player he is. As you know, he's an SEC caliber running back, can play anywhere in the country, and I believe he has close to 900 yards already, and he just has that great size and the ability to make you miss. So he's got good speed, good change of direction, good vision. He's strong. He's a typical SEC back. So we'll have our hands full with him, and I think in the style of offense that they're in them spreading it out and having the run pass options, it gives them an opportunity to get some space and to beat some people in some one-on-one situations.
I guess to follow up, how much film do you guys have on Alabama State?
Yeah, we got all their film.
Okay, so from every game, or
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's usually when if D1 plays a 1AA, not as much film is exchanged, but you guys felt like you needed to get as much as you could.
Yeah, we got as much as we could. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Next is David Morrison, the Columbia Daily Tribune.
Hey, Coach. With everything that's asked out of quarterbacks and in offenses nowadays and all the hits they take, do you think it's more important now to have 2 guys game ready each week?
Yeah, it certainly seems like it. Surely in this league, there's some big boys out there and very physical, like we all know, and it is, it's been troublesome to us. We we were sorting through our quarterback situation most of the spring and most of the summer and into the fall here. And then once we settled in, we felt like we were making some progress and really starting to click offensively with Jalen. Then he goes down and gets injured, and you go back to Max. So I definitely think that's a fair question, and you need to have some depth at that position.
Thank you.
You got it.
We have a follow-up from Dwayne Rankin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just wanted to ask, obviously Alabama State has had a lot of transfers come in. Can you see that in terms of the talent on the team, or maybe they've got a little more Division I guys than maybe most would have at that level?
Definitely. Yeah, you definitely see that, and you and I talked about that with Isaiah Crowell, and you see that across the board, and you definitely notice it. Neil Brown, our offensive coordinator, knew one of their wide receivers, I believe, transferred from Troy when he was there, and you see it across the board. Some very good, talented players, and I've been very impressed. I thought they were a very well coached team as well.